Welcome to the very first episode of Cheeseburger in Gaming Paradise. I'm your host, Tony, and today we're kicking off our series on favorite female video game characters. When you think of 90s gaming icons, names like Lara Croft or Samus Aran usually dominate the conversation. But today we're heading to the Goldwood system to talk about a character who was just as tough, just as capable, and arguably had a much harder job. We're talking about Vela from Rare's 1999 masterpiece, Jet Force Gemini, on the Nintendo 64. Grab your favorite burger, settle in, and let's talk about one of the most underrated heroes of the 64-bit era. Vela isn't just a sidekick, she's one-third of the Jet Force Gemini team, alongside her twin brother Juno and her faithful cybernetic war dog, Lupus. The story kicks off with a bang. The Jet Force fleet has been decimated by an insectoid army of Mizar. The team is forced to abandon ship, and they get separated during the chaos. While Juno is the first character you play, the game truly begins to show its complexity when you take control of Vela. She isn't just a female version of the lead. She has a distinct identity, a sleek design, a unique set of skills that make her indispensable to the mission. In many ways, Vela feels like the emotional core of the group, the one who is the most determined to see the rescue of the tribals through to the end. In Jet Force Gemini, characters weren't just aesthetic choices, they changed how you interacted with the world. This was rare at the most innovative, forcing you to backtrack and explore with different team members to find every last secret. Vela is the swimmer. Her unique ability was her incredible lung capacity. She was the only member of the Jet Force team who could swim underwater indefinitely. This wasn't just a gimmick, it opened up secret paths, hidden tunnels, and entire subsections of levels like Sekhmet or the deep pools of Goldwood. If you wanted to find the best upgrade to save every last tribal, you needed Vela. The firepower, like the rest of the crew, Vela was a walking arsenal. There was something uniquely satisfying about seeing this sleek, agile character wielding massive hardware. Whether she was clearing a room of drones with the tri-rocket launcher, or precision sniping with a sniper rifle, she felt powerful. She handled the run-and-gun mechanics with a fluid grace that often felt faster and more responsive than her brother Juno. One thing fans always remember about Vela is her arrival at Mizar's palace. After fighting through derelict spaceships and insect-infested jungles, seeing her stand before the gates of the ultimate villain lair was a level-up moment for the player. The game was notoriously difficult. Saving every tribal was a requirement to finish the game, and many of those tribals were tucked away in underwater caverns that only Vela could reach. This meant that for completionists, Vela wasn't just a character, she was the key to the entire endgame. If you wanted to rescue all 282 tribals, you had to play as her. Rare was at the top of their game in 1999. Vela's design, blue and white armor, looked both high-tech and battle-worn, fit perfectly into the Cassette Futurism aesthetic of the game. It was a look that prioritized function over fan service, which was a refreshing change for the time. What makes her stand out in the gaming paradise is her resilience. She starts her portion of the game imprisoned on a derelict ship, the SS Anubis, has to fight a way out with nothing but a pistol. She's a survivor. In an era where female characters were often relegated to damsel in distress or mystical healer roles, Vela was a specialized commando who did the very heavy lifting. Vela represents a specific era of gaming, transitioning into fully realized 3D worlds, where female leads were becoming more prominent and mechanically distinct. She's a pioneer of the Galactic hero archetype, standing alongside the likes of Samus Aran as a warrior who defines her own destiny through skill and grit. And that's it for the first bite of the cheeseburger. Vela is a legendary start to the series. She reminds us that sometimes the best heroes are the ones who dive into the deepest waters to get the job done. But what do you think? Was she your go-to character in Jet Force Gemini? Or were you more a fan of Juno firewalking, or Lupus fan of the hover tank ability? Let us know. Join us next time on Cheeseburger Gaming Paradise. We continue to count down the incredible female characters in video game history. Next episode, we leave in the deep space of Goldwood for the eerie hallways of the Spencer Mansion. That's right, we're talking about the master of unlocking herself, Jill Valentine. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching.